In this screencast, we'll be looking at how to use Geometer Sketchpad to measure and label some of the shapes that we've created. Let's go to Geometer Sketchpad the way that we have shown you in the past. And let's start by creating a quadrilateral, perhaps by using this tool. So there's one side, two sides, three sides, four sides. Now we might start by measuring the side lengths. Notice again the last side is highlighted. So if we go to measure, Geometer Sketchpad will assume that highlighted side is what we want to measure, and it will measure its length. So notice it's actually given names to that interval by calling the vertices A and B, and there's the measurement up there. And again, notice that this is currently highlighted. So if we choose the arrow tool and click anywhere, it's now unhighlighted. If we now want to measure another side, notice when you go up to measure, measure length is not one of the options because nothing's highlighted, so Geometer Sketchpad wouldn't know what to measure. So choose another side, then go to measure, and length is now highlighted. There it is. And we need to do that for, we need to do that for the other two sides as well. Measure, and highlight, measure, length. And they're all measured. We might like to measure the angles as well. So in order to let Geometer Sketchpad know, for example, that this is the angle that you want measured, you need to click in order on the 3 points that form that angle. 1, 2, 3. And then if you go to measure, angle is now highlighted. And again, if we want to do that for all of the three angles, all of the four angles, we'd have to follow that procedure all the way around. I'll only do 2, measure, angle, and there we go. Now you might not want the accuracy that's given here, so the way to change the accuracy is to go to Edit, Preferences, and you can change the accuracy of your measurements. So for the distance measurements, they will be in centimetres to tenths at the moment, and you can see that that's how they've been measured, but you're able to change that if you prefer greater accuracy or even less accuracy. Similarly for angle, it's measured in degrees, and you can see the degree symbols to the nearest unit, but you might like to have it more accurate, but let's keep it the way it is. We can also, as you can see, label the vertices. Now one way to do that is to use this tool here, and you can see that this one's called B. We might want to change the name of it. So if I double click on that, it tells me the current label is that. I can change it to P if I wanted to, and over here double click on that, change it to Q. That gives us a bit more flexibility in terms of naming. And finally, notice that this this measurement, this label is in the running along the side. So let's actually get the hand, bring it close, and we can drag it around to a position not too far away, but just perhaps a bit out of the way. Notice again, like we mentioned in the first screencast, the dynamic nature of Geometer Sketchpad means as I move this shape around, the measurement of angle P should change. So DPA is currently 55 degrees, and notice it's now moving because the size of the angle is changing. And also the side lengths are changing, and the measurements are changing accordingly.